Hey, what's up everyone? The French Monkey here, and welcome to a new series I will be doing this year. And I will be kind of doing some backstage of some of my projects that I've been sharing over the years. And I would like to start with my new daily project, which I just started like today. And yeah, so in 2021, I will be doing a new project file every day, and this is the first one, and I wanted to go through a little bit of what I did to actually make this happen. And yeah, so first of all, I want to thank everyone that has been on my Patreon for the past couple of years. And yeah, thank you very much for supporting these project files. And I've been sharing project files for a couple of years now. And you can go on my site here. I actually have over 900 project files. So for Redshift, Octane, Corona, physical, render. And I have a lot of people that have participated into giving out their assets. So yeah, I will have links of all of these down in the descriptions. So yeah. Another thing I wanted to mention as well is, your support on Instagram. Even though that's a little bit dumb to say, I don't really care about the number of likes, but for some reason, my last couple of stuff hasn't really been seen by anyone, and it's kind of a shame because I have over 35,000 followers. So it just, I don't know. Probably just Instagram algorithm, but thank you very much for be present on my social media, so on Facebook, Twitter as well. So yeah, let's get into the project. So to make this happen, it was pretty easy. So I went into Fusion 360 and I just started designing the syringe. So as you can see, it's a very easy design to make, and there's not a lot I can talk about this. It's just simple splines and extrusions, but something that I wanted to point out is how I made this kind of plasticky thing. And as you can see, it has a shell inside, and to make the shell the way I did is pretty much it's very easy. So I'm just gonna go and create a new circle right here. I'm going to extrude that, and I'm gonna do the top part of the syringe. So of course my models are not really accurate, but I'm just trying to go through these as fast as I can. So I'm going to do a little chamfer here like that. And now to actually make a shell, I'm just going to select the shell option here. And what you need to do is actually select the body and not the face, otherwise it's not going to work. So I'm going to select the body, and now we see here a little arrow. So I'm going to point here, and I'm going to do like yeah. And now all I have to do is simply create again the segments that I want to delete. And we have our shell right there. So of course, you will need to grab these points and add a fillet. So you need to grab the inside as well. And sometimes it's not easy to actually get inside of the model. So something you can do is go to Inspect and select the section analysis. I'm going to select my plane. And now I can simply take this right here, click OK. And now it'll be easier to actually select my inner segments here to do my fillet. So I'm going to do a very light fillet. something like that. And to get rid of the section, I'm going to go to my analysis here and just take this off. And that's pretty much how I created this kind of the outer layer of my syringe. So yeah, then I went into Cinema4D. So here I will not go through a lot of stuff. The only thing that I wanted to showcase was kind of the texture that I used to make this syringe. So as you can see here, I used my smudge kit. So you will have the same map inside of the project file, and I just added here into the roughness channel and with a float texture with a very low density, and this pretty much added some imperfection to the plastic. And another texture I wanted to show was the green liquid that I did. So to do that, I created a specular material and I just added a random walk, so density 25, and an RGB spectrum in the albedo channel. And that's pretty much what gave me this kind of transparent green liquid. And I did the same for the bottom plastic part where you push the syringe. So it's kind of the same thing, even though you can see it in the render, but I also created a similar texture. Another thing I wanted to point out was the patch that I create inside of Photoshop. So if you go to your to the project file inside of the texture, you will see the actual texture that I created. So this was made inside of Photoshop, you know, pretty straightforward text here and some lines. And I wanted to give a shout out to Travis Davids for his tutorial on how to apply stickers and labels inside of Octane. So it's very useful stuff, and it's the tutorial that I actually watched today to actually make this work. And it was something that I totally forgot about. And yeah, so as you can see here, I have my plastic texture and I have the sticker here. So the only thing that I did differently was to actually do a poly selection of the face that I wanted the sticker to be on. So I just selected this part of my syringe and I applied my sticker to that. And of course, if we go inside of the texture and the node editor, you will see that I needed to actually change the aspect ratio to kind of fit this part. But yeah, it was easy to figure out. And then I just applied everything to a cloner. And as you can see here, you know, it's very easy setup. So I'm going to close up my lights, and I also had a cube to kind of keep everything together, stacked. Then I found my kind of framing, and then I added my lights, and with kind of a red rim lights that you can see here, which makes, you know, a nice contrast. And yeah, so the project file, as you can see here, we have a very big resolution. So if you want to just press render, be sure to reduce the resolution. And yeah, that's pretty much what I had to say about this first project of 2021. And yeah, so I will have links of all of that down in the descriptions. I use Cinema4D R23 and Octane 2020 1.5, as well as Fusion 360 and my grunge and smudge kits. A print is also available, so I will have prints for all of my dailies. So if you want to help out, you know, you can always order a print and I would recommend the photographic print here. So yeah, again, thanks a lot for supporting me, for whoever decides to get on and become a Patreon with $1. And I will see you tomorrow with the next lady. That's it, guys. Cheers and keep on rendering.